What can I do for you?
Just one. Okay, so I have a location, property here. Let me just pull it up. Okay, I have a property here. It's $1,500 down payment. They agreed to everything except the down payment. They want 2,000. Already ran it through deal machine calculator. Can't do 2,000, so the 1,500 is literally max. Told them that, and they want a 5 to 7 year balloon. I've never dealt with the balloon since I'm new to this. How do you kind of go about?
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's run through the deal first, and let's see. We'll go from there. Okay. What's the purchase price?
375, 948.
Okay.
Seller finance is 349, 632.
Okay. What's your down payment?
26, 316.
This is the offer that you sent them?
Yep.
In the future, you should probably clean up your numbers.
Well, this is this is what Deal Blaster sent them.
Oh, they haven't inputted the okay. Well, they've got that function coming.
Okay, cool.
Makes my head hurt. What'll it rent for?
It's gonna rent for $27.39.
Let's see, $27.50. All right. Taxes and insurance.
Taxes $4,000, and insurance is $1,533.
Okay. And then what monthly payment are we at? 15?
Correct. And I have right now $15,000 assignment fee.
Oh, okay.
It's at 12.57, I think, for entry fee.
Okay, well, your cash on cash returns out of the threshold. It needs to be 10. I mean, I guess technically that's close enough, but it's not very attractive. But yeah, you definitely can't go any. You can't go any higher than 1,500. Hell, you can't go any higher than 1,500 if you put your assignment fee at 10 grand.
Yeah, I tried that too, and it just wasn't happening.
I mean, I guess the only other thing that you technically could do is if you did 7 there and then did 1,750, split the diff. Oh yeah, no, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, so and then they asked for a balloon, asked if we could do balloons, and I said yes. 5 to 7 years, correct?
For this 3, you're on the high end of 350.
Yeah, 390.
Yeah, you should probably be closer at the 10 mark.
Okay, 10-year balloon.
Yeah.
And is there anything I have to change from the deal? I just have to write it up in the.
Yeah, no, you just, I mean, if they go for it, yeah, you write it up with the terms.
Okay.
There's a video in the contracts channel that'll show you step by step how to do the additional term section. That's where all the seller financing stuff goes.
Okay.
Including your due diligence period. You need to make sure that that's at least 14 business days.
Let me just write
Well,
this.
not at least, but ideally you want 14 business days. I think the minimum we'll do is 7 business days.
10-year balloon minimum, and we have to stay at 1,500, obviously.
Yep.
Okay. Shoot, there was one other one. Just excuse me for a second here. This Deal Blaster's awesome, man. I mean, I can't.
Oh yeah, man.
I mean,
I like it.
It's great. This guy asked me what are my terms of the financing. I mean, what? Just give me interest rate, monthly payments, and how many months they're going to pay it, or if they want a balloon, you know.
I mean, I would just give them the balloon.
Okay.
When it comes to term, but yeah, I mean, it should. Now that's in the deal. That's in the Deal Blaster email, LOI. So that's a weird question for him to be asking because it all should be laid out there for the most part.
Yeah, he just asked me what are the terms. This lady said She asked me, "What's the name and business and website for your business?" What do you tell them?
I'm an independent contractor. I spent the last 5 to 6 years building these relationships with these local investors. I mean, I have an LLC, but I'm not like traded or anywhere. It's not an official. It's just my LLC. That's literally what I tell them
Okay.
because that's the truth. That's exactly what it is. Like, I don't work for a company. It's my company, and I don't advertise it. I don't have a website.
Uh huh. Let's go to. Some of these realtors, man, they're just like, "Can you be more specific?" Like, all right, what else do you want? But this guy said, "Show me proof of funds and give me a phone number so you can be reached at." But we don't give him proof of funds till 48 hours before or after closing, right?
So proof
Assignment.
of funds are due on or before the end of the inspection period.
Okay,
So if it's a 14 business day inspection period, it's due on the 14th business day.
gotcha.
And that should be explained to him using the POF answer in the Discord channel on the cheat sheet.
Yep.
Because that lets them know that you're a wholesaler. Which
Yep.
I'm telling you right now, someone on my team decided to not tell a real estate agent that he was a wholesaler, and here we are. We got a buyer. Everything's looking good, but now we need more time. And they're like, "I thought you were the one closing on it," and now the real estate agent's pissed and doesn't want to move forward. So yeah, tell them what you're doing.
Um, like this guy, what would the final close date be? 12 months? Like what?
The final close date.
Yeah, that's what he emailed me back and said. What would the final close date be? 12 months? Question mark.
Oh, I think he's asking for the balloon. So if it's the 375,000, if it's this one, then it's a 10-year balloon.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if I mean, you've done probably a lot of deals or offers, but we talked about there was a guy ready to sell a piece of property. It's like a quarter acre in Little Rock, Arkansas. You said to kind of reverse wholesale it, try to find a buyer. I have the same thing in Little Rock, Arkansas, again, for the same price, for literally the same piece of property. And she said seller said he accept the terms of the offer. I'll write it up on the correct forms and have everything to you to review and sign by tomorrow morning. What is the legal name of the buyer? Do you have a preferred title company? The legal, should I just tell her?
Well, no, for that contract, you're the buyer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all wholesaling. On market, off market, doesn't matter. When you sign the purchase and sale agreement, you're signing it as the buyer. That's the function of the assignment contract, is to assign the title of buyer to your actual investor who's going to buy it.
I
So
should
for all,
make sure that contract says it's assignable.
absolutely.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or at the very least, make sure it doesn't say that it's not assignable.
Okay. And then with these two little pieces of property like this, to reverse wholesale them, what do I, like this lady here, she just asked me for the buyer's name, preferred title company, whatever. What do I tell her as far as because I need to find buyers for these before I go ahead and actually sign these contracts, because it's such a niche thing,
Yeah, that's the thing. These are both pieces of land, right? Just blank land.
Correct.
So you're probably going to want to do a longer closing at the very least. Maybe a 45 to 60-day closing window, because they are land, and land takes a long time to move. Does this person know that you're wholesaling the deal?
The first guy, yes, he does. This lady, I haven't emailed her back yet, but I'm going to let her know.
Yeah, because if she does, then you don't have time to reverse wholesale it. Reverse wholesaling means you would find the buyer, then go get it under contract. You're about to get under contract now, which is fine. You just have to work twice as hard now to find that buyer, because now you're under a time frame of whatever that inspection period is.
Uh-huh. And the best bet is Facebook groups, all that kind of stuff for stuff like this.
Yeah, everything that we went over the first time is your best bet for land.
Okay.
Especially reaching out to other real estate agents, preferably not in the same office as the one that you're about to sign with.
Okay. And as far as telling somebody over email that you're a wholesaler? Do I just straight up tell her like, this is what I do?
I would memorize the cheat sheet and then use a combination of a couple of the answers in there that answer other topics specifically, because those are all great ways to package that you're a wholesaler, and then just use those to create however you would naturally talk, because it's going to be over email. You want to make sure you don't want to sound like you did chat GPT on email, but then when they talk to you, they're like, yeah, there's no way he actually wrote that.
Yeah.
So write it in a way where you're getting the point across, but use it in your own words, verbiage, and things like that. So that way, when you do talk to them, it matches.
Okay. Gotcha. Couple other things. This lady asked, what is your company? How many transactions in the area have you purchased? Do I just send her everything in the proof of funds except the top line?
No, I mean, you can still answer that question. That would be a good way to also package that you're a wholesaler. You would definitely want to correct her first and foremost. Say, hey, just want to make sure they're on the same page. I'm independent. It's just me. So yes, I do have an LLC that I operate from, but it's just if that's the case. But it's just me. I've spent, and then you can go into the Y0% or the POF answer. I've spent the last X amount of years cultivating these relationships with local buyers and buyers that are out of town that invest in this market and just utilize property management companies. Year to date, and then you can just piggyback off of us if you want to. I mean, year to date for us, I think we're at 42 closings. So in the last year, cut it in half if you want to be more honest. Yeah, this last year, so far this year, I've had 21 closings.
Okay. Okay.
Or whatever the actual number is if you do have closings. If it's 0, it's up to you if you want to say that. Maybe just dodge the question at that point, because I don't want you guys to lie.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Dang, there's one other thing I had too. What it was now, but cool. Yeah, this Deal Blaster's crazy, man. I got emails. I mean, my email's blowing up over here. It's great.
Yeah, I love to hear it, man. Love to hear it. As soon as you start getting those closings racking in and those deals under contract, let me know. I'll shoot you an interview and we'll see how it's been going. And then I'll also want to get your opinion on other features and upgrades we can do.
Okay. Yeah, I think the big thing obviously is the numbers. They got to clean them up just a little bit.
Yeah.
And in the emails that it sends, I think it states that, let me just check on one of these emails I sent out. I think it states that we are a company. I think. Yeah, it says it starts with, our company is very interested in purchasing. I think that's why people think that.
Oh, good call. Good catch. Let me make a phone call on that right now.
So
actually, let me see if you need more help first.
I can't tell her that, I have my own LLC and it's just me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what? You can I hate lying, but I mean technically it's not a lie. You're just not saying that it's AI. Because you can always say, hey, we said we. It's just me and my VA that helps me out.
Okay.
Because technically AI is a virtual assistant, which is what a VA is.
Okay. I could say that.
I mean, I guess that's the closest thing that's like, it's kind of a lie, but technically it's the truth.
But I could just tell her that. What happens if she asks for my LLC?
Oh, you don't have an LLC?
No.
Ah, shit. Well, then just don't mention LLC. Don't mention LLC. Just say, hey, I put company in there. It's just me and my VA, my virtual assistant. We've been doing this for the last 5 years, and then just go right into the thing. You just go right into it. We've been doing this for the last 5 or 6 years, cultivating the relationships with local and non-local investors that utilize property management companies for their investments. My investors are looking to cash flow. This property looks like something that they would take. All I'm asking is that you put me under contract for 2 weeks. Let them do their due diligence. I know if I can get something at these terms or close to it, I've got a little bit of wiggle room. I can probably have about 4 or 5 of my buyers interested. As soon as I identify which one wants to move forward, I'll submit proof of funds and EMD 48 hours later, and we can get closed.
Okay. And as far as, because I don't have any closings yet, I'm kind of new to this still, but as far as doing JV deals go, I talked to someone, his name's Brandon. He said he works with you or for you or something.
That's my dispo manager. Yeah.
Oh, he gave me a bunch of places that I guess the buyers are looking. Would I just
Mhm.
text him and say, "Hey, this is what I got. Are your buyers interested?"
Just wait, you cut out there. Would you just what?
Just text him on Discord and say, "Listen, this is what I have under contract. Are your buyers interested?"
You would probably just need to fill out the disposition form, and then you just DM it to me, along with a copy of the contract,
Okay.
and then I get that over to Brandon.